By the time the peloton reaches here, they'll have climbed the 524 metres to the summit. Now that might sound a lot, but compared to the Alps and the Pyrenees in France, it's only a quarter of the height. Thankfully now the cyclists will be able to have a little bit of a cool down as they go into Sheffield for the final 30 kilometres. And this is what the cyclists have to look forward to. The riders are perhaps unlikely to notice the beauty along the 4-kilometre descent down Holme Moss, but will surely soon turn their heads in Langset, a hamlet enveloping itself in the Tour. No rest for the wicked. The Tour will next pass the dry stone walls and windy streets through mid-Hopestones and onto the picturesque village of High Bradfield, where the local brewery has named an ale in honour of an iconic image of the race.
Yellow jersey, we wanted it more a yellow colour in different hops. So we use there's a variety of hops. All our hops are English hops, so we use a different variety of English hops. And we wanted to try and get it close to yellow as possible. I think it's a one in a lifetime experience. I don't think everyone from this area will manage to go to France and watch Tour de France, so I think it's this experience. You can't miss it. You really can't miss it.
Back out into the open countryside, where come race day, all of the locals are bound to be watching. Just past Uterbridge, those sheep will be sharing their home with tens of thousands of campers, all ready to watch the race from the legendary Jawbone Hill. The roads along the route have now been resurfaced, but Yorkshire still has a bit of work to do to put on its best face for the Tour.
When this bike race arrives, which is going to be a great thing, we end up and get blocked off for about 12-14 hours, which is well and truly over the top. Clearly anyone that works in retail, hospitality, transport, medical, they work on Sundays, they can't actually get out and go to work. Everybody will expect these services still operating.
Before long, the hills of the Peak District have been replaced by the 7 famed hills of Sheffield, where Stage 2 comes to an end. However, one Sheffield organisation is worried about the dangers of cycling in the Steel City.
To be a cyclist in Sheffield, you have to be quick and you have to be brave. And what we'd really like to do is open it up so that normal people, families, people who aren't particularly sporty, people who just want to use a bike to, say, get to the local shops, so that it becomes an alternative to making short journeys in a car.
Britain should be looking to other countries like the Netherlands and especially Denmark in Copenhagen, where they've completely transformed their towns and their cities, and they've made them livable places for people to travel around. Families have the option of getting out on bicycles and travelling to school together.
The route to readiness, like the path the peloton will take into Sheffield, may have its obstacles, but both riders and organisers are confident that they'll be fit enough to rise to the challenge.